Does your engine really get worn down by auto start stop, or is it simply another misconception about cars? Some believe it wastes more gasoline than it saves, while others claim it harms the battery. There's the big one after that. Are you left adrift by it? You'll be surprised by what we discovered when we dispelled 9 of the most common fallacies about auto start stop. In particular, myth number 5. The majority of drivers are unaware of this secret function, which keeps batteries from dying. If you ignore this, you may continue to believe the myths. Let's get started. The first myth. Engine wear is caused by auto start stop systems. Over the course of its lifespan, an engine typically cranks 50,000 times. However, what about contemporary start-stop systems? With no additional wear, they are designed to withstand more than 300,000 restarts. Nevertheless, a lot of drivers think that start-stop is prematurely killing their engine. Nothing could be farther from the truth than that. This is the reason. When you start your car cold in the morning, the majority of engine wear occurs. However, there is a simple method to lessen this wear, which we will discuss shortly. Cold starts cause the greatest wear since oil has not properly circulated yet. Without enough lubrication, metal surfaces scrape against one another for a brief period of time, causing friction that gradually degrades the engine. Here's the main distinction, however. Activation of auto start stop is contingent upon the engine being heated. By that point, things are covered, oil is flowing, and restarting at a red light is more akin to pressing pause than a complete reset. Let's examine some figures. According to studies, even after 100,000 test cycles, engines with auto start stop systems show no additional wear. Over the engine's lifetime, it would be equivalent to stopping at 100,000 red lights. It doesn't add up to much if you make 10 stops every day. In order to incorporate this technology, new engines are also constructed differently. Even AAA evaluated this method and discovered that auto stop-start engines last as long as conventional ones. They have updated batteries, stronger starting gears, and strengthened bearings. Still not persuaded? Consider why high-end manufacturers such as Mercedes, Audi, and BMW outfit their high-performance cars with auto start and stop. If it caused harm, would they risk their million-dollar reputations? Obviously not. Here's an expert tip before we go on to the next myth. Using high-quality synthetic oil is crucial since cold starts are the main source of engine wear. At colder temperatures, their flow rate increases by 38%. Additionally, most cars allow you to disable the auto start/stop feature if you don't like it. However, doing so entails accepting the second misconception on our list. Myth number 2, auto start/stop increases fuel consumption. 10 seconds of idle time is equivalent to wasting enough gasoline to travel a football pitch. By turning off the engine when it is paused for more than 7 seconds, auto start/stop helps to avoid that waste. A study by the Society of Automotive Engineers found that auto start-stop systems may increase fuel efficiency by up to 26.4% in situations with high urban traffic and up to 7.27% in typical city driving tests. Now you may ask, doesn't the engine need a gasoline burst to restart? Yes, but it's a very small sum. Customers tested a number of cars and discovered that when start-stop was turned on, all of them got greater mileage in stop-and-go traffic. In reality, Edmunds' research indicated fuel efficiency benefits ranging from 2.9% to 10.9%, depending on driving circumstances and car types. Manufacturers wouldn't spend money on it if it resulted in higher fuel use. Diesel trucks also benefit from this. With this method, a Ford F-150 may save up to 90 gallons of gasoline annually, which is equivalent to receiving a free tank every 4 months. Expert advice: try this if the engine switching off seems startling. Apply little pressure on the pedal and brake gently as you come to a halt. The majority of systems won't engage until you apply excessive pressure, allowing your vehicle to stop smoothly without using its engine. The third myth is that auto start/stop creates delays. Have you ever been concerned that when the light changes to green, your car could lag as you accelerate? The reality contradicts the assertions made by some that auto start/stop causes delays. First of all, when your engine turns down, it is not sleeping. The mechanism activates the engine before you touch the throttle as soon as you take your foot off the brake. You're on the road by the time your foot touches the accelerator. Don't forget that previous cars did take a while to start. On the other hand, modern systems are designed for speed, clever batteries, and powerful starters. Fuel injection and even batteries preload the engine for a quick restart. The majority of restarts will take less than 0.3 seconds thanks to this combo. It's so quick you hardly notice it. Another useful feature is this one. Many autos nowadays are able to sense urgency. The mechanism ensures there are no delays by keeping the engine running when you brake hard and accelerate swiftly. Myth number 4. Only hybrid cars can use auto start/stop technology. Not even close, really. Auto start/stop was not invented by hybrids. Gas-powered cars have been employing it for decades, but they just recently made it famous with quiet restarts. It was in the Volkswagen Polo Formel E from 1983. An early model was also included in the 1974 Toyota Crown. This is nothing new. It's simply commonplace these days. Auto start/stop is standard on more than half of new gas-powered vehicles. SUVs such as the Jeep Wrangler, trucks like the Ford F-150, and even muscle cars like the Dodge Charger. Why, therefore, do many believe is exclusive to hybrids? The solution is straightforward. Electric motor hybrids start up very quietly. Modern batteries and very durable starters are essential for gas-powered vehicles. The worst part is that truckers gain the most. At idling, large engines use more gasoline. Truck owners can save up to $500 annually on petrol by using auto start/stop. Have you seen a Chevy Silverado driver who boasts about how much gasoline they save? You now understand why. Almost 80% of gas-powered vehicles will soon feature automatic start and stop. Myth number 5. Your battery is harmed by auto start and stop. The majority of start-stop systems won't work until the battery is at least 70% charged, in case you were unaware. This is because dependability takes precedence above fuel economy in current cars, making sure your engine only cuts off when it is completely safe to start again. This is how it works. Every car with auto start/stop has a sophisticated energy management system and a battery sensor. These keep an eye on the battery's general condition and level of charge. If the system detects a poor battery, it immediately disables auto start/stop to eliminate any chance of leaving you stranded. Additionally, the system deactivates the start/stop long before the battery dies entirely if it is getting close to the end of its life. This allows you enough time to change the battery before it interferes with starting the vehicle. Expert advice: if your start/stop system abruptly ceases functioning, it's usually an indication that your battery is becoming old rather than that the system has used it up. Check the voltage using a multimeter. The good battery should have a voltage reading of 12.6 volts or above. Below 12.4 volts is weak, and under 12 volts suggests it's time for a new one. Always swap it out with a comparable AGM or EFB battery equipped with start-stop functionality. Myth number 6. Reliability problems arise when start-stop systems use variable criteria. Car manufacturers don't just assemble pieces and hope for the best. Although start-stop systems may function differently among manufacturers, they fulfill tight efficiency and pollution criteria such as Euro 6. While tiny cars depend on strengthened starters, luxury cars employ sophisticated starting generators. They strive for increased fuel efficiency without compromising dependability, while having diverse configurations. In real-world scenarios, each system is tested to withstand thousands of stop-start cycles. Because of poor designs, automakers will not risk recalls. These technologies are designed to integrate seamlessly with the onboard computers, engine, and gearbox. The majority of drivers are unaware of this. As you drive, start-stop systems adapt. Before turning off the engine, they check the battery, engine temperature, and even the load on the air conditioner. This leads us to the following myth. A car may behave differently in the summer and the winter. The 7th myth is that in severe weather, auto start-stop systems malfunction. Have you ever been frightened that your vehicle wouldn't start while you were stranded in a heat wave or very cold weather? You're not alone yourself. Many drivers believe that in very hot or cold circumstances, auto start-stop systems perform poorly. But here's the truth. They are made to be flexible. The engine isn't randomly cut by start-stop. It continually evaluates engine temperature, battery charge, interior climate, and even outside weather before making a choice. It won't activate if the criteria are incorrect. This is how something appears in the actual world. If the engine is too cold to start effectively in very cold weather, or if turning it off would cause the cabin to lose too much heat, the system remains inactive. The engine continues to operate to sustain airflow during periods of intense heat when the air conditioner is exerting great effort to keep you cool. The 8th myth is that start-stop deprives the driver of too much control. Do you feel as if your car is making choices for you? Power steering accomplished the same, until drivers discover that it really made things easier rather than harder. The purpose of start-stop is not to gain control. Fuel conservation is the goal. Idling for more than 10 seconds uses more petrol than restarting the engine, according to studies. Automakers created these systems to only activate under certain circumstances because of this. And no, it's not like stalling at a green light. Smooth start-stop is the goal. Before turning off, sensors measure the air conditioner load, braking pressure, battery charge, and engine temperature. The engine resumes as soon as you spin the wheel or release the brake. No hesitancy, no lag. Automatic headlights, rain-sensing wipers, and lane-keeping assistance are just a few examples of the small decisions that modern cars already manage. Start-stop technology works similarly. It operates in the background and adjusts to your driving style. The 9th myth. Engine oil is depleted more quickly by auto start-stop. Oil is said to be broken down by frequent stops and starts, but is this true? Let's make this clear. In addition to start-stop cycles, heat, pollution, and oxidation can cause engine oil to deteriorate. Contemporary synthetic lubricants are designed to withstand repeated restarts without losing their lubricating properties. For these systems, automakers advise using high-quality, low-friction oils. The majority of drivers are unaware of this. Even when the engine is off, start-stop engines continue to employ sophisticated oil pumps. The lubricant continues to flow. This lessens additional strain on the oil and avoids dry starts. Concerned about oil wear? Simply look at the oil cap. Usually the correct oil type is listed. Use synthetic oil for start-stop systems that has API certification. Replace it every 5,000 to 7,500 miles for optimal protection or sooner in severe weather. Now that you've reached this stage, here's our extra piece of advice for system haters. It's annoying if your vehicle constantly resets the auto start-stop function. However, there are methods for permanently turning it off. Let's dissect it. First, the simplest solution is a memory module. It remembers your most recent setting and connects to your car's OBD2 port. The engine automatically turns off auto start-stop each time you start it. No more pushing buttons. The ECU may also be reprogrammed. To permanently disable the feature, some mechanics can alter the software. Although it's a one-time remedy, your warranty can be voided. Disconnect the battery sensor or hood latch for a do-it-yourself method. These are used by many systems to activate start-stop. Just be mindful. A warning light may flash on certain vehicles. Simply raise the electrical load if you want a fast trick. Shutdowns may be avoided by turning on the headlights, air conditioner, or defroster. In the event that nothing else works, just hit the button each time. At least it works, even if it's not flawless. That concludes it. 9 auto start-stop misconceptions have been dispelled. For more car-saving advice, press like and subscribe if you found this useful.